and quarter.
Sure.
The goalpost is actually shifted today to FY13, but there's a lot of fear in the market that whatever headwinds or the lag impact of whether it's inflation or interest rate could actually have a significant impact on FY13 numbers, which means you may have a scenario when you will have to cut earnings or the GDP growth rate. The moot question is more fundamental in nature, that India is going to deliver its trend growth line, which happens to be 8% plus. So as a country, if you are going to go below that level, 7%, the whole valuation will have to realign to the realities of the markets. And that's where the overall market is fearful right now. So it's not more. So
you already had Macquarie, which has come out with a FY13 target of 6.9%. The GDP downgrades have started. That's had an impact across markets. So are you saying that now the range that we were looking at has shifted downwards as far as you're concerned for the Sensex and Nifty?
Clearly, if you have to look at some of those economic indicators, which is still sticky and stubborn, whether it's inflation or interest rate, traditionally, if you look at these have a lag impact, which obviously means what you thought FY13 would deliver, you will have to actually kind of curtail that. So valuations, what I'm saying is that we'll have to realign to that reality. That's where I think a lot of pressure is coming into the market today. And these are kind of a newfound worries, which was not there. If you go back, there was a notion that second of FY12 would be a much better than 1H FY12. But if you look at economic indicators,
it's worse.
They actually worsened.
Okay. Now tell me something. There's, of course, a new dimension to this is the rupee, which has breached 51 today. It's at 51.30 odds. This has raised a lot of concern in the mid-cap side of the market, Sadanand, about FCCB conversions, about pledge shares, about a whole lot of issues. Every time the markets fall, there are issues. You keep a close eye on the mid-cap space. How serious are these concerns, and what would you like to flag off right now?
I would rather put it differently. Of course, this is a significant. In fact, yesterday we saw a deputy governor of the RBI as actually there was a less commitment in terms of holding on to rupee, especially in terms of intervention, which has a significant impact on most foreign investors, which has been holding on to roughly around 50 rupees per dollar. When we talk about realignment of valuations and goalposts being shifted to FY13, the big impact will happen on the liquidity of the stocks. And it generally believed that mid-caps will have a significant impact of that. That means you will have a period which will go through a derating of companies. And as we understand, most mid-caps has an issue, technical issue, whether in terms of pledge shares, whether it's FCCB issues. And the fact is that the companies which actually hammered down, we have seen that they have primarily come from same issues, whether it's pledge, FCCB, leverage issues, something we have